So what was your rate when you were in the Navy? What was your
I
job?
would. So I came in undesignated. I came in
Okay.
ATD, Airman ATD Program,
Hmm.
and then we when I was in boot camp, I was getting screened. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get screened to go to a pre-commission and shit. They need airmen." I was like, "I'm getting screened. What does that mean?" Well, you gonna go to a new ship. It
Hmm.
ain't even in the fleet yet. We're gonna screen a couple. It was. I want to say the majority of my boot camp class, a couple of more people that was in that during that time that was going to ATD, Seamen, and Airmen. They were
Hmm.
all getting screened to go to the USS Iwo Jima.
So what led to you joining the Navy?
I didn't really have a plan. I was like, my mom can't really afford to send me to school. My grades weren't the
Hmm.
best. I couldn't get the Hope Scholarship. So I was like, I want to do something. It wasn't that I was running away to get away from home. I had a really good upbringing, pretty decent
Hmm.
upbringing. My mom's single mother.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not going to put the burden. I was tired of school. Might as well do something. I tried to go to the Army at first. It was like, oh, you're too fat. So I was like, okay. So I remember going into the Navy recruiting station. It was in
Hmm.
College Park on Old National Highway.
Okay.
Anybody know about Atlanta? And they had a recruiting station. The Pastor Creflo Dollar.
Yes. Yes.
So he bought all that area with a recruiting station that I was recruited out of.
Hmm.
Yes, but I was recruited out of that parking lot where his church stuff is at.
Oh wow.
And my recruiter, her name was Sk1 Williams.
Mm.
And she was like, "Don't worry, you're not fat, but we need to get you in shape."
Okay.
So spent all that summer because I did want to be at home after I graduated for the summer.
Hmm.
But I was like, one thing I did know for sure. If I could do boot camp during the holiday, mind you, I'm my only child. So if I could do
Uh-huh.
boot camp during a holiday, I could be away from home. Like it
Hmm.
wouldn't, it will, I'm sure it will bother me, but that when you're away from your family for the holiday, that's a different type of loneliness, a different type of, connection and feeling that you're missing, right? So I was like, if I'm away during the holiday, I'll be all right in this Navy thing. So
Yeah.
I joined November 27th.
Okay.
Right after Thanksgiving, I went into boot camp. I spent the holidays there. My birthday, because my birthday January 12th, so I spent
Okay.
8 weeks. Great Lakes, cold. I had been at that point. I had been away from Chicago for a couple of years at that point, so I getting reacclimated was a lot,
Hmm.
but I did it.
Yeah. So what was your rate when you were in the Navy? What was your
I
job?
would. So I came in undesignated. I came in
Okay.
ATD, Airman ATD Program,
Hmm.
and then we when I was in boot camp, I was getting screened. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get screened to go to a pre-commission and shit. They need airmen." I was like, "I'm getting screened. What does that mean?" Well, you're gonna go to a new ship. It
Hmm.
ain't even in the fleet yet. We're gonna screen a couple. I want to say the majority of my boot camp class, a couple of more people that was in that during that time that was going to ATD, Seamen, and Airmen. They were
Hmm.
all getting screened to go to the USS Iwo Jima.
Mm. Okay.
So we all got screened to go to the USS Iwo Jima, LHD-7, and rest is history. I was, an airman on the flight deck, chalking and chaining.
So tell me some of the places that you've been stationed and where you've been. Places you've been.
So, of course, I went to the Iwo Jima. It was
Hmm.
down in Pascal Goula, Mississippi, where they got the biggest mosquitoes in life.
That's where it was. Isn't that where they do like the commissionings at?
That's where they do a lot of the new shipbuilding. So,
Hmm.
what's so funny about that era of my life? They shipped us once we left ATD school. They sent us to Norfolk,
Okay.
and then we had me and this girl named Melissa Wheatley. She was another airman. We drove with another say he's an ABS, Richardson. I don't say his name is Richardson. We drove from Norfolk down to Pascal Goula to our new ship.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was getting commissioned a couple of months.
Did y'all have to drive, or it was just a choice?
I'm sure we didn't. I don't remember if we had an option. I'm sure we did have an option. But the thing about it is, I want to say the reason why I decided to drive or wanted to drive was because my mom, I wanted to stop in Atlanta to see my mother.
Okay.
And then my grandmother lived in Mobile, Alabama, which is about 45 minutes away from Pascagoula. So I think that was the biggest reason why I wanted to drive. And plus, we heard you get paid more money when you drive.
Yeah.